Imagine if just two little words could change everything. Imagine if you could see a soft change in her eyes the moment you spoke. This isn't about magic or tricks. It is about really understanding how a woman's heart and mind work together. Have you ever been in a spot where things felt wonderful, and then, without any warning, that special spark just went away? If that has ever happened to you, I want you to take a deep breath and know it is not your fault. Most of us were never taught how attraction actually works. We weren't told that women have a very special kind of feeling radar. They see the way your eyes move when you are nervous. They hear the tiny change in your voice when you are trying too hard. They even feel those small, quiet moments between your words. They pick up on these things almost instantly, even before they realize they are doing it. Many men try too hard. They follow a script or try to act a certain way to look good. But a woman's body can often feel when someone is performing. It feels like a little warning sign, as if something isn't quite real. This is why it is so important for your words to match who you really are deep inside. When you are being your true self, that is when a real connection begins. Before we explore the two words, know that you are ready to find a real connection. The first word to master is interesting. This isn't about giving fake compliments or trying to fill up every quiet moment. Instead, think of this word as an anchor that keeps you steady. Imagine this. A woman tells you something a bit strange, or shares an opinion that is different from yours. Most men do one of two things. They either agree right away because they are afraid of an argument, or they quickly start talking about themselves. A man who feels good about himself acts differently. He takes a breath, looks her in the eyes with real kindness, and says, "That's interesting. Tell me more about that." This is powerful because it sends three silent messages. First, it shows you aren't scared of her ideas. Second, it shows you have your own solid and stable ground to stand on. Third, it proves you are really there with her, listening. Science tells us that being curious is one of the best ways to bring two people closer. When a woman feels like a man is truly interested in her, not just trying to win her over, but actually listening, her brain releases special chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. These are the happy and bonding chemicals. She starts to feel seen and understood when she is with you. While many people try to act impressive, the person who is truly attractive is the one who is genuinely interested. This level of depth and these small emotional triggers are explored much further in a helpful guide made by a group of caring experts, where we look past the simple things and help make your presence something she will never forget. Now, let's talk about the second word. You might be surprised by this one. The word is no. I don't mean saying it in a mean or cold way. I mean a calm, clear no that you say without feeling bad about it. Think about how rare it is to see a man say no to a woman he likes, without making up a bunch of excuses. When men feel a strong attraction, they often become yes men. They agree with everything, change their own plans, and even give up on what they believe in just to make her happy. But here is the truth. That doesn't make someone more attractive. It actually makes the connection weaker. A woman's heart is drawn to a man who knows who he is. When you can calmly say no, whether you are turning down a request that doesn't fit or disagreeing with a thought, you show something very special. You show that you don't need someone else to tell you that you are okay. Experts call this calm confidence, and it is a big part of being a strong, kind man. I once knew a man named Marcus. He wasn't a millionaire, and he didn't look like a movie star, but he had a very calm and helpful way about him. A younger friend once asked him how he was so good at meeting women. Marcus just smiled and said he stopped trying to put on a show and started really paying attention. One time, a woman he was seeing asked him to cancel all his weekend plans for a trip she just decided on. Marcus stayed calm and said, "I can't do that this weekend. I've had these plans for a month. Let's do something next week instead." She tried to get him to change his mind, but he just smiled and said, I understand, but no, this weekend doesn't work for me. She didn't get angry. Instead, she looked at him with a lot of respect. A man who can say no, especially when yes would be easier, is someone people feel they can trust. These two words, interesting and no, are not tricks. They are signs that you feel safe and secure inside yourself. Interesting shows you are brave enough to be curious about someone else. No shows you are strong enough to have your own boundaries. Together, they create something wonderful, being real. You don't have to wait to start this. You can start today. Try being truly curious in your next chat. Start setting small boundaries in your daily life. Say no to a friend if you really don't want to do something, and do it without giving a long list of reasons. Boundaries are not walls. They are just how we show respect for ourselves. We hope this guide helps you feel more at ease in your own heart.